Okay, good morning to all of you. I welcomes to all in our lecture series on statistical mechanics, that is your core paper 14, belongs to 6th semester and BSc syllabus. In our last class we have been discussed about Stephen's law for any body except black body, that is your E equal to capital E equal to small e. Here emissivity of that body, this is sigma is called Stephen's constant. T is the absolute temperature of that body. And for whole surface area of the body, if we are going to consider, then it will be E dash equal to A E sigma T to therefore, and we done three numericals in detail we have been discussed in our last class. Okay, in today class we are going to be start a new topic, that is your Wien's displacement law. So this law is one of the interesting uh, topic in your blackboard radiation, so carefully you have to watch. Wilhelm Wien, a German physicist, derived Wien's displacement law by his namesake. The law is named as Wien's displacement law in 1893, which states that, in double quoted always you have to write the laws, states that the product of wavelength corresponding to the maximum energy, that is your lambda m, and the absolute temperature is always constant for a black body or any body radiation, that is your lambda m T equal to constant in bracket b, and that constant value is nothing but called as your Wien's displacement constant, and the value will be 0.2896 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter into Kelvin. I am going to explain in shortly uh, this law, that we know that a perfect black body, suppose this is a perfect black body, it emits energy, it emits energy, it emits all the electromagnetic radiation. That means uh, ideal, if we are going to consider ideal black body, it emits all sorts of electromagnetic radiation, having all the wavelength or all the frequency. Suppose we are going to consider the sun. Okay, sun will be considered as your one of the black body who is radiating most of the electromagnetic radiation, that means when the sun ray is going to pass through a prism, then it will be dispersed with different colors: red, green, blue, violet, like this, different colors. That means the sun ray contains all sorts of electromagnetic radiations, or the electromagnetic radiations having all the frequencies that we are going to be accept. So if we are going to consider perfect or ideal black body at any temperature, that black body emits all the electromagnetic waves, that means all sorts of wavelength or frequency, electromagnetic wavelength and frequency. Okay, so if we are going to be plot the value energy value along y-axis and corresponding wavelength along x-axis, and this is your energy value, or you can say that along y-axis we have been considered the energy emitted from this body in a particular time, in between a particular time, that time suppose t, in time t, how much energy as is going to be radiated for the particular wavelength. So if we are going to plot that the all the radiations having different wavelengths, here this way we have to consider the wavelength, and this way we have to consider the energy intensity, then it will be like this, whatever may be the temperature suppose this is T Kelvin, at any temperature the curve will be always like this. Okay, that means here we can see at a particular wavelength, suppose this wavelength is called as lambda m. At particular wavelength we can found the maximum energy emitted from this body or black body. Okay, and if we are going to be multiply this lambda and its corresponding temperature, suppose we are going to be multiply, suppose this is your temperature T and we increase the temperature. If we are going to increase the temperature, then this lambda m moved towards the lower frequency side, so this will be the new lambda m. So here suppose this one is your at T1, this one is your at T2, so here T2 is greater than that of the T1. So here lambda m T1 equal to lambda m T2 always be a constant. That is the Wien's displacement law. Thoroughly we are going to discuss here. You just watch with example. We have to take a one example and we discussed here thoroughly. Carefully you have to watch. So this is the definition, that lambda m into T corresponding temperature, corresponding absolute temperature will be always constant. So the elaboration of the statement, you just put a heading, elaboration of the statement. See here, as we discussed here, any black body or the ideal black body at any temperature supposed to radiating all the electromagnetic radiations, at any temperature. Maybe suppose you can say that if we are going to consider the room temperature, your 30 degree centigrade, also at 30 degree centigrade, this black body, ideal black body, I'm telling, ideal black body emitting all the radiations, supposed to be radiating all the radiations. If I am going to increase the temperature up to 500 degree centigrade, also radiating all sorts of wavelength, that means all the electromagnetic radiations, but more or less its intensity. That means here I explained that at a particular wavelength it will be maximum, but here if we are going to go for the higher frequency, it will reduce its intensity, and at the infinite wavelength it will be supposed to be zero. And here at zero wavelength also the energy intensity is supposed to be zero. Okay, so that means here this curve is indicates that a black body is radiating all sorts of wavelength, but at infinite wavelength it tends to zero, the intensity tends to zero. At zero wavelength also it tends to zero. Okay, but intensity tends to zero, but at a particular wavelength it will be maximum. So above this wavelength the intensity is decreases, below this wavelength also decreases. Okay, so here we taken one example, that suppose this is your iron piece. Okay, so iron piece is at 30 degree centigrade. Suppose I am going to be show you that this is a iron piece which is at the room temperature, right? But the radiation which is coming, the thermal radiation which is coming from this iron piece is not visible, invisible thermal radiations. Always any material at any temperature emitting the radiation, thermal radiation. So if we are going to consider a iron piece which is at room temperature, RT means room temperature approximately 30 degree centigrade, also invisible thermal radiations are coming out from this iron piece. Okay, with different wavelengths. See, this is one wavelength, this is another wavelength, this is another wavelength, different wavelengths energy coming out from this iron piece. If I am going to draw the wavelength and its corresponding energy in a graph, the graph will be like this. Here this side I have been taken the wavelength, all the wavelengths, and this side I have been considered each wavelength and its corresponding energy, or you can say intensity of energy. Okay, So here you can see at a particular wavelength, the intensity of energy is maximum, right? Intensity of energy, emitting energy is maximum. Okay, so here E lambda, here this E lambda is represents the intensity of the radiation for different wavelengths. So here lambda starts from 0 to infinite, right? So above this wavelength, the intensity of radiation, whatever coming from this iron piece, the intensity of radiation of those, for those wavelength is going to be decrease. So at infinite wavelength, it is supposed to tends to 0. It is in the asymptotic behavior. You have to draw like this. So don't to touch with the x-axis. This also not to be touched with the x-axis. Oh, okay. So when the lambda is going to be decrease, also the intensity also decreases. Corresponding intensity also decreases. So when lambda tends to 0, the intensity also tends to 0, like this. So this is the fully experimental data. So here at this particular lambda m, we got E lambda is maximum when the temperature is 30 degrees centigrade. Now we are going to consider another temperature, suppose 900 degrees centigrade. Suppose put this iron in a furnace at 900 degrees centigrade. Then what is going to happen? Then it will be radiate the thermal radiation which can be visible. So at 900 degrees centigrade, it can be found that the red color, that means at 900 suppose we are going to put this iron piece in 900 centigrade and then taken out and just put in a dark room, we can found the red color is going to be dominant over the blue and green color. What is the meaning of that? At 900 degrees centigrade, the radiations, see, I am again and again I am going to repeat one thing, that at any temperature a black body or a body supposed to radiate all the electromagnetic radiation. So experimentally it has been found that around at 900 degrees centigrade, if a iron is going to be put for some times and again it has to be taken out and going to be put in a dark room, it will be glow and radiate the visible radiations. Visible radiations means your RGB. The primary visible radiations are red, green and blue. But around at 900 degrees centigrade, the red color is dominating over blue and green. Okay, so the primary visible colors are red, green, blue. So along this side wavelength is decreasing, along this side wavelength is increasing. So here at 900 degrees centigrade, these all the visible colors can be found, but it has been found that red color is dominated over blue and green. So here you can see the iron piece which will be at 900 degrees centigrade, it will be dominated by the color red over green and blue. So now if we are going to be draw this radiations at 900 degrees centigrade in a graph, it will be like this. What it will be? Here at a particular wavelength, it will give the maximum intensity of the radiation, and above that wavelength it will be decrease, and below that again it will be decrease. So here from this figure you just imagine what will be this wavelength. This wavelength will be approximately your red color, because here at 900 degrees centigrade the red color is dominating over all the colors. That means the radiations having the wavelength belongs to red color is dominating over other radiations. Okay, so this particular wavelength is approximately your red color. So at this wavelength, this iron piece is going to be radiate maximum energy. Above that, above that wavelength, the intensity will be decreased. Below this wavelength, whatever the wavelength we are going to be consider, this also intensity of radiation is going to be decreased. Okay, now come to the another temperature, when the temperature will be at 1500 degree centigrade. That means I have been increased 900 to 15 degree 1500 degree centigrade. Yes, here one thing I have been forgot to say to you. Here you can see that here lambda m is at here for 30 degree centigrade. But when we increase the temperature, you just see this lambda m for 900 degree centigrade is shifted towards lower wavelength side. Okay, when temperature increases, the lambda m is shifted towards lower wavelength side as compared with room temperature. Now again, whenever we are going to be increase the temperature from 900 to 1500, then again that lambda m is shifted towards lower wavelength side. Okay, and here we can see that the blue color is dominating over green and red. So here this lambda m will be approximately your blue light or blue color. So here we can say that the radiation at 1500 degree centigrade will be maximum for the wavelength belongs to blue light, and above that wavelength and below that wavelength the intensity of the radiation is going to be decrease. Okay, so here what we found, one important thing we found, that whenever we are increasing the temperature 30 degree to 900, 900 to 1500 degree centigrade, the corresponding lambda m shifted or displaced, you can say displaced towards lower wavelength side, or you can say higher frequency side. Okay, and the lambda m is nothing but the wavelength with which that wavelength at that particular temperature, suppose we are going to consider 30 degree centigrade, here with this wavelength this material radiating maximum energy. For 900 degree centigrade, here red is dominating. That means with red color or with red wavelength, this iron piece at 900 degree centigrade radiating maximum energy. So here also same, with blue wavelength, this iron piece at 1500 degree centigrade radiating maximum energy. Okay, here you can also say with increase of temperature lambda m decreases. With the proportionate increase of temperature, exactly same proportionate lambda m also decreases. Experimentally it has been found. Hence lambda m into T will be always constant. That is your Wien's displacement law. Okay, so here with higher temperature you can found blue color, at lower temperature you got the red color of the material. So here I am going to show you a simple example of the so-called blackbody radiation with the example of a matchstick. Okay, with the help of a matchstick I am going to show you that when the radiation is going to be maximum, at that time it will look like blue. When the radiation will be low or at a low temperature, it will be looks like red. So here this is the example, you just carefully follow. Okay, So here I am going to show you the blackboard radiation with the help of a matchstick. So I am going to go for the burning this matchstick and how it will be give the radiation that we are going to be analyze. So I am going to burn this matchstick in the dark room. Okay, I have to off this light. Now we are in the dark room. So here I am going to burn the matchstick. Carefully you have to watch. Here you can see when the explosive material starts to burn, at that time exactly blue color we found. But when the stick starts to burn, the blue color slowly reduced and we found the yellow color. Okay, and if I am going to be off this light, then we can found fully red color. Okay, that means at the low temperature we found red color, then we found yellow color, then at the high temperature means when the material emits high energy, at that time we found blue color. Again I am going to show you, carefully you have to watch. See, initially it is blue color. Okay, now when the stick burning, at that time we found the yellow color. Okay, now I am going to be off this light, then we found the red color. Okay, so when the intensity of the radiation is decreased, the color transformed from blue color to red color. Okay, from the simple experiment with the help of matchstick, what we found? We found when the explosive material which is on the top of the stick is going to be start to burn, it will be looks like blue color, right? Blue color. But when the stick starts to burn, it looks like yellow, not exactly red, it will looks like yellow. But when I off this light, it looks like red. Okay, what is the meaning of that? That when the tip or the explosive material is going to be born, it is radiating high energy. So high energy radiating means, here we know that E equal to h mu. High energy means the frequency will be high and the corresponding wavelength will be low. And if it is radiating in the wavelength of the blue, then if the wavelength of the blue, then we can consider the temperature also will be higher as compared with this portion when the stick is going to burn and the color is yellow. When I offed this light, the stick looks like red. That means for this situation, again the temperature reduced. So when this explosive material burned, the temperature suppose T1. When the stick burned, temperature suppose T2. When I offed, this will be red, looks like red color. So suppose the temperature is T3, and here T1 greater than T2 greater than T3. So if temperature increases, corresponding lambda m also, corresponding lambda m decreases, because at T3 it looks like red, at T1 it looks like yellow, at T2 it looks like yellow, at T1 it looks like blue. That means blue color has lower wavelength than yellow color than red color. So the lambda m is decreased. So why is it the we called the lambda m? Because at this temperature the stick looks like red. That means the red color is dominating over yellow and blue, and at this temperature yellow color is dominating over red and blue. At this temperature blue color is dominating over yellow and red. Okay, so hence with increase of temperature, the wavelength, the lambda m, corresponding lambda m is decreased. Okay, so that, and experimentally Wiens, what he found, in which proportion the temperature we have to increase, in the same proportion the wavelength is going to be decreased. So hence lambda m into t he found is a constant quantity, that is your B value is given here, that is your 0.2896 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter into Kelvin. Now here I am going to draw these three graphs in a single graph. So hence if we are going to draw all three graphs in a single graph, then we can get like this. Okay, this graph is belongs to temperature 30 degree centigrade, this one for 900 degree, this one for 1500 degree centigrade. Here you can see when the temperature rises, the corresponding lambda m decreases with the same proportionate. So hence lambda m into t will be constant. Okay, so some important observations what we have been observed from this graph, here I have been written with few points, you just watch and also write in your note. So what are the important observations? First, for each temperature, either you can consider 30, 900, 15, any temperature, what is exactly happens, see, it can be found that radiations emitted by the body or the so-called black body supposed to be with all wavelengths of electromagnetic radiation. That means here at lambda m it is maximum, and we at higher wavelength, suppose at infinite wavelength it is reduced to tends to 0. At lower wavelength, that means suppose wavelength tends to 0, energy is going to tends to 0. See, the graph should be in the asymptotic behavior, not don't touch this graph to this x-axis. Okay, this will be in like this. That means if we have to decrease the wavelength, it is supposed to be 0, when we are going to consider wavelength is tends to 0. That means with all the wavelengths from 0 to infinite, the body radiating the energy. Maybe suppose we are going to buy a very higher wavelength, maybe the intensity is very minimum or tends to 0, but it is radiating that thermal radiation having very higher wavelength, and very lower wavelength maybe the intensity will be very minimum tends to 0. See what will be this intensity, this intensity is very minimum or tends to 0, but here we have to consider the body, or as per the definition of the black body, it is radiating all the electromagnetic radiations. Okay, so graph should be like this. This will be asymptotic, this also will be asymptotic. Don't touch this graph with this x-axis. Okay, also blue one also with also same like this. Now with a particular wavelength, the intensity of the radiated energy is maximum. That means at temperature T1, for this wavelength it is maximum, for 900 for this wavelength it is maximum, for 1500 for this wavelength it is maximum. That wavelength is represented as lambda m, and lambda m. Below and above lambda m, the corresponding intensity of the radiation decreases gradually. So below lambda m, any temperature you have to consider 30 degree, 900 degree, 1500 degree, any temperature you have to consider. Below that lambda m, the intensity gradually decreases, above that also decreases. This is your first observation. Second observation, when temperature rises, if we are going to consider 30 to 1900, 900 to 1500, what happens with it? Temperature increases, the corresponding lambda m shifted or displaced, already we have been discussed, shifted or displaced towards lower wavelength side, that is your higher frequency side. If this is your wavelength, lower wavelength side, that means that is your higher frequency side. And here the lambda is shifted or displaced. So maybe with this word displaced, this law is nothing but called as displacement law, Wien's displacement law maybe. So, and third point is your area under the curve represents the total energy emitted or radiated by the body in a particular time from whole surface area. This is important point. So area under the curve at a particular temperature we are going to consider this is your area. Don't sad, okay? I'm siding here to explain. Don't sad. So this will be the area under this curve. This will be the area under this curve. This will be the area under this curve. Okay. So this area, total area represents what? Represents the total energy radiated by the body at that particular temperature by the body. Suppose this is your body at 900 degree centigrade. So what will be the total radiation? The total radiation from whole surface. Total radiation from whole surface for a particular time, for a particular time interval. Suppose you are measuring for 5 minutes or 2 minutes, like that. 2 minutes means you have to measure for temperature 30 degree 2 minutes, 900 degree 2 minutes, and 1500 degree also 2 minutes, like that. So here the area under the curve represents the total energy emitted or radiated by the body in a particular time interval, in a particular time interval, in a particular time interval, in a particular time interval from whole surface area, from whole surface area, from whole surface area. Okay. Fourth point is that from graphs it can be also found that with increase of temperature the total amount of radiation energy increases. That means for this 30 degree centigrade, what is the area? For 900 degree centigrade, the area increased. For 1500, area again increased. So amount of radiation energy increases as area under the corresponding curve increases. Obviously, if we are going to be give the temperature of the iron higher to higher, here it is 30 degree centigrade, here we are going to be give 900 degree centigrade, and again increases 1500 centigrade, then the energy, radiating energy, the intensity of the radiating energy is going to be increased. So for if we are going to measuring for 2 minutes, what will be the radiation energy? For 1500 degree centigrade, it will be large as compared to 900 degree centigrade. Okay. So this is the fourth point. Okay. So now in general, if we are going to draw the graph, in general the graph can be drawn as this one. So here we drawn the graph, these three graphs by considering 30, 900, 1500. Here you can see that the temperature difference is not uniform. Okay, here temperature 30, again 900 degree centigrade, and 900, here the temperature difference is what? Here the temperature difference is around 800, and here the temperature difference around 600. So there is no uniform temperature difference here we considered. Here this we drawn this three curves by considering this example. So in general, if we are going to be consider of a body, of a black body or body, and its radiation with different temperatures, T1, T2, T3, T4, which is increased in this way, so it will like this. Okay, so this is your 0, lambda value 0. This way lambda value increases from 0 to infinite. And for temperature T1, this is your energy distribution, total energy distribution. At a particular wavelength it is maximum. For T2, this is peak increases, the peak increases, and the peak shifts towards the lower wavelength side, increases shifted towards the lower energy side. And for T3, again shifted towards lower wavelength side, but peak increases, again peak increases. So increasing peak is indicating that your intensity of energy also increasing. Intensity of energy is increasing, and you can see for this T4, whatever the area under this curve, T1 is less than that. So at T4, for 2 minutes, if we are going to measure, suppose this is your body and we are going to measure for 2 minutes how much amount of energy is going to be radiated by this body for temperature T4 and for temperature T1, and we found for temperature T4 it will be larger than T1. This is your typical experimental curves. When temperature rises, the corresponding lambda m decreases or shifted towards lower wavelength side or higher frequency side, shifting of lambda m towards lower wavelength side. So according to Wien's displacement law, then Wien's displacement, what experimental found, suppose lambda m1 is the wavelength at which maximum energy intensity found for T1 temperature. So this, suppose this one is your lambda m1. So when he multiplied this wavelength and corresponding temperature, again this wavelength and its corresponding temperature, lambda m2 into T2, again this wavelength and its corresponding temperature T3, and this wavelength and its corresponding temperature, this wavelength. For this wavelength it is maximum, no, for this corresponding temperature, lambda m1 T1, lambda m2 T2, lambda m3 T3, lambda m4 T4, he found one constant value. Already we have been discussed that what will be the value of that constant, that is called as Wien's displacement constant, 0.2896 in 10 to the minus 2 meter Kelvin. So universally or generally it can be written as lambda m into T equal to constant, that is your P. So this is all about your Wien's displacement law. Qualitatively we have been discussed, and it has proved in mathematically by considering radiation pressure. So proof of this Wien's displacement law we are going to be discussed in our next class. So carefully watch this video, whatever we explained here, Wien's displacement law, and write down the note and ready for the next class, that we are going to prove the Wien's displacement law by considering radiation pressure. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.